Hey guys, welcome back once again. I'm Catman Sandy, that reality speaker, and I'm here once again to talk on issues of governance, and more particularly pertaining issues that have affected us lately in this nation. All of us know that we have had a hard time in the nation due to an uproar caused by a team of young individuals known as Gen Z. And the Gen Zs have ravaged our streets, putting out there their plight and expecting that the government helps them to solve their difficult equation. I call it a difficult equation because I sat down with the equation itself and I was really trying to analyze, because okay, I'm not in the capacity of giving a solution, but only to analyze for purposes of knowing how whoever is in the capacity is supposed to approach it. And if I were that person, then maybe I also guess on from what corners I may be expected to handle it. But I learned one thing, that the situation was meant to be complex because the forces that were outside there were infiltrated with some other individuals who really did not want the finance bill shut down or want it passed, but did just want to bring a lot of confusion, wanted to take advantage and get into the streets to loot or to cause havoc generally. I think the main idea about this demonstration when it began was to shut down the finance bill. And it was a little complex, even though they achieved it. It was quite complex. But let's get there from the point of shutting down the finance bill. The Gen Zs had asked the government to reject the finance bill. And whoever this request was directed to was the president. And whomever they think did not do anything was actually the president. Let's understand how the finance bill operates. Any bill is generated from a committee that is responsible, that particular bill, in the parliament. So this one emanates from the Committee of Finance and Planning. The Committee of Finance and Planning, both Azimio and the government, that is the Kenya Kwanza government. And actually it also has some maybe crop of individuals maybe who came in as independent candidates and even people representing other. But at the end of the day, it is a composition of inclusivity in the House. So whichever information that was generated from this committee is information that we will want to give merit for what it deserves. And it is information that was not given by a bunch of MPs who sat at one corner and decided they want to put outside there the finance bill. No. The finance bill, or rather the people in the Committee of Finance and Planning, must be people with knowledge or background on finance, accounting, management, something related to economics and stuff. So they must have sat down with this particular bill, and actually the draft that was floated to them. I looked at it and seen if it is worth formulating a bill out of it. And then they formulated a bill and then presented that bill to the parliament. Now, parliament has the mandate of the people to go and look at that particular bill, review in the first reading, actually, and second reading, and in the third reading, actually, to propose amendments where necessary, and then pass it finally. Now, when they pass it finally in the third reading, the bill then gets to the president. So when the president receives the bill, he goes through the bill, again, not as an individual, yes, as an individual, but also as a state leader guided by principles and people who are able to help him understand the technical part of it, because my president currently is not a finance expert. But and even if he is, it's still a recommendation that he is helped to understand that particular bill. And then he makes his recommendation, if there are, and if there aren't any recommendation, if he is satisfied that the bill then meets the demand of the people and can help dispense the budget as it is, then he assents to that particular bill. So when he makes an assent to the bill by signing, the bill becomes an act, and then we have what is called a Finance Act. Now, the Finance Act is the guiding principle under which now the budget of the year, of the financial year, is then spent or expended. Now, fast forward, the bill has been scrapped off at level. No, let's get at the level of the bill. The bill is in Parliament, first reading, and the Gen Zs are outside there asking the president, not the MPs, to drop the bill. I don't know how. If you have learned that bill process, then the president does not still have interference with that particular bill. The president still do not have reasons why he wants to say, you people shut down the bill, because it will then look like, okay, have we brought the bill to you so that you look at it, or are you in one way feeling like we are incompetent? Are you belittling our effort and feeling like we are incompetent? We may not be able to look through the bill and see if the bill is worthwhile or not. So the president has nothing to do with the bill at first reading.
Remember, the president can't stop the bill midway until it gets to him after the third reading, when he can shoot it down with recommendation 2 for amendments or discontinuation backed by explanation as a presidential order. Let's see what happens at the next stage in the next episode. Follow me at Cockman Sandy.